Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this week we've been talking fruit all week with Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture, but today we're going to focus in on figs.
Yes, I'm so excited. I just discovered this not too long ago, and there's probably a lot of people watching that maybe didn't realize that you can grow figs out in the backyard.
Yes, in Kentucky we can grow figs, and there's a lot of benefits to that.
Yeah, so figs I feel like are pretty nutritious for you. I read an article recently, it says it's really good for your skin, so maybe I need to load up on some more figs, you know. But they're very fiber rich, and so they're really good to consume really fresh. A lot of times they say it pairs very well against other value-added products or crops, horticultural crops like cheese, also wine. It's really good to pair it with that. But you know, there's even great ways that you can consume it, not just fresh. You can also, you know, preserve them in jams like here. That's really good to pour over meat, you know, for a little sweetness. And then I have fond memories of figs because of my granddad. He, every time I was little, we would always go and stay with him, and when we did, he always had fig Newton bars. So, I mean, you kind of associate certain things with fruits and memories, so that's always really special. Every time I eat a fig Newton bar, I think of him. So, but with figs, you know, they like the warmer temperatures generally in their native environment. So here in Kentucky, it's really important if you are interested in growing figs that you make sure that you have one that will handle the cold hardiness that we have here in the state. So some of the other varieties that are listed in the catalogs or in the nursery catalogs will probably say like brown turkey, or I know there's some different ones that are mentioned, but really there's only 2 cultivars that we can grow here in Kentucky because they have some really good cold hardiness to them. And so the first one we have is called Celeste. Celeste is really a little bit smaller fig, but it can change from anywhere from light green to a little bit darker violet color. And so that one has said that even though it's a smaller size fig fruit, you can also have it because it's really sweet. So now figs can also be grown as a containerized type plant. So because Celeste doesn't have generally as good cold hardiness to it, because it only handles like 0 degrees Fahrenheit, you want to make sure that you're able to bring it in when it gets those cooler temperatures. So if you're thinking about container grown type fig plants, really 30 to 50 gallon containers what you need, because the root system is really extensive, so it can grow really fast, and so that's why you got to have a 30 to 50 gallon container. So if you're looking at that, which is fine, you want to make sure you have casters, because you're going to have to move it out and then move it back in to provide, you know, some shelter when it's needed. So Celeste is really good just because it has a high sugar content. Again, you'll have to make sure you provide winter protection for it. The other one that's really the top one, the superior variety, is called Chicago Hardy. And so I've seen it listed in some catalogs as Hardy Chicago, but Chicago Hardy is what we have it listed at in some of our publications. So it's going to handle really outdoor temperatures because it's got even better than the Celeste variety. So you want to make sure that you purchase either one of those, and know that if you've got the other, you'll have to make sure it's in a container. So whenever you're looking at purchasing the different figs, you have 2 options there. You have a bare root, or you can buy it as a container grown where it's already started for you. And they'll generally send it to you whenever it's recommended for your planting zone. And here in Kentucky, we're zone 6B. So with bare root, you probably won't pay as much, but you'll have to, you know, it'll require more time to get it started. Container grown plants will be a little bit more expensive, but again, you know, you'll have something there. It's easier to see and mow around and things like that. Now, when you're siting the figs, you really want to make sure that you site it on the south side of a building. Now, when I say a south side of the building, you want to come at least 3 to 4 feet off of it. The reason we want you to do that is because it, you know, is a little bit warmer in the winter as far as temperature wise, and then it's going to give you some good protection against those winter winds. So make sure that you consider that. Soils, it can handle most any types of soils here in Kentucky. Generally, you want to stay away from soils that have any type nematodes, because that is an issue that'll really knock it back. But make sure you plant and, you know, provide some good winter protection for it.
There you go. So everybody, if you love figs, now's the time. Kristin has a lot of information to help you get started raising figs in your backyard or in your garden. So make sure to give her a call. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.